Good morning. Thanks for joining me today. I almost didn't make it because there were some stray puppies in the road, but we got that taken care of, and now I'm here, and that's what counts. So I hope you're ready to join me for just 10 minutes here for a quick little sketching activity so that you can fit it into your day and start your day off right, or if you're watching from Europe or someplace else, end your day right. So let's get started. So today I've chosen something that's a little bit small and strange, and I'd love to know if you know what it is. I make sure this is visible in my, there we go. Anybody know what that is? So I live in the oak woodlands of Southern Oregon, and so this is an oak tree, and it has been it's got this little circle on it. And I don't know if you can see that. Let's make this bigger. And I'm not going to be able to see the chat, so you can just scroll in there if you want. Yeah, I'm going to make that bigger. Yeah, so let's look at this for a minute. And yeah, can we see that? So we're just going to go for 10 minutes. I am going to set the alarm. There we go. That's brighter. Perfect. Okay. We're going to get started. And I am going to start with my pencil. Yep, we're going to get started. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think this is. And again, though, I can't see the chat right now because I am going to be sketching. So these activities are meant to bring you accountability and support and community. And they're just 10 minutes of sketching in your day. And I'm going to try to do this off and on throughout the summer. So I hope you'll enjoy joining me. So try to tell me in the chat box what you think this is, what you think this big thing is, and the little circular thing. And so we're going to get started drawing it. I'm going to make it large so I can't see the chat right now. And I am going to start my alarm so that we don't keep you here all day because I'm famous for doing that. Okay, let's go. So yeah, I'm going to draw a little bit bigger and make sure that you can see this on the screen. I always just kind of get things faster. Now, you don't have to draw what I'm drawing. You can just use this as accountability, and you don't have to use the materials I'm using, but I'm using a graphite pencil and some charcoal pencils. And I like to just draw really quickly so that I can just get things down. I don't erase much. This is the third or fourth day of this series, so you can check out the rest afterwards. The shape doesn't matter so much because leaves are really variable. And then there's this strange little thing in the middle that we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm going to switch to what you can see better is my soft charcoals. Again, no erasing. I am just kind of going to have fun. And I'm looking at this at a little bit different angle than you are, so my drawing might look different than yours. But what matters most is not what turns out on the page, but what you learn about your subject from the process of sketching it. Learning about its shape and its color, and if it's an animal, its behavior. Now I got my outline. Now I'm going to start shading because I like to think about having a full range of values. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, there we go. And so I'm not going to worry about all these veins and stuff. I'm just going to try to show where I've got shadows. Around this circular blob, which has a pretty hard edge to it. And then I'm going to blend it with my blending stomp. There's also a nice cast shadow. They're kind of strange because I'm in the studio with a bunch of lights, so these cast shadows would look a little bit more normal, just one side of the leaf if we were actually outdoors. Okay, so we've got some kind of strange shadows going on. Okay, so then I'm just gonna start blending it. Get some more values. See, I'm not gonna use any erasers. And the concept here is not to hurry and try to draw your whole subject perfectly in 10 minutes. The idea is to just give yourself 10 minutes in the day. Oops, I got some stuff on there, but I do want to shade that a bit. And I hope you've got some guesses for me in the chat box of what this circle is here. It's actually a sphere. A circle is two-dimensional, a sphere is three-dimensional. So I got some kind of values a little bit everywhere. Now I can add a little bit more shadowing because we see some shadowing here and there. So again, I'll use my soft charcoal pencil and kind of get a little bit bolder with both the shadow on this sphere and the cast shadow, which is pretty strong, that the sphere is casting. And then we have some shadows on the leaf. I'm going to kind of try to pretend my light is coming from that direction more so that I can get it a little bit more realistic. Still got 5 minutes. And since I'm going to have the light coming from this side, I'm just going to strengthen those cast shadows a bit. Wait a minute, sorry. There we go. Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see that before. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Now I'm not centered. Someday I'll learn how to do this. Okay, now I am centered for those of you watching vertically. Okay, this looks pretty bad right now. Let's get this. It's amazing how much you can get done in just a few minutes. And a lot of people quit at this stage where it looks kind of funky. But if you just keep adding some shadows, so a lot of my potential students say they don't have enough time in the day to draw. And I say, well, how much time do you think you need to get a positive effect out of it? You really don't need that much. Now I'm going to give myself a little highlight here with this cool pencil eraser because this thing is a sphere. And spheres also have a little bit of a highlight there too. That kind of looks cool. Okay, so I want to get more. We still have 3 minutes. Gee, and I feel almost done. Just start to go bold. There are these veins, just like humans have arteries and veins that are visible, like in their wrists. Plants have those too. And yeah, this leaf is way up. So it would be casting a little bit of a shadow. Again, tell me in the chat box if you know what this weird round thing is on this oak leaf. So just give yourself the gift of 10 minutes a day. Now, I've got some of my current students watching right now, I see, in my Nature Notebook Club, and that actually closes for enrollment for the season tomorrow so that we can start off celebrating World Watercolor Month inside the club as well as summer solstice. I'm going to just make this a little bit more rounded. That's kind of cool. Okay, we still have 2 minutes. So once you start practicing, sketching quickly, I'm going to really soften those cast shadows because these shadows on this side would be much softer than these shadows because this leaf here edge is almost touching the surface, whereas these leaves are up, they're curled up. So I can just soften those if I want. But I can have, if I want to have just a little bit of a highlight, it's so fun, these little erasers. You can use this kind of eraser. Anyway. Okay. So it's not the exact same shape as the leaf, but it doesn't matter because the leaves can come in a million different shapes, even within the same species. Maybe a little cast shadow here. And you can always keep working on your picture later. I want to lift it up a little bit so I don't, just a little tiny highlight like that goes a long ways. Oops, there's the alarm. Hello. So Renate, good morning from Back Bay, Canada. Glad to be joining. Great. Thank you so much. Well, this was an oak tree, and the center here is made by a parasitic wasp. I actually read that it might be the spectacled gall wasp, and that's an insect that actually injects a hormone into the tree at the same time as it injects its egg. And that hormone makes the tree or the leaf or the stem grow this hard surface. So this hard thing right here that is very tough, and it's surrounding the wasp larvae. And then that larvae is safe inside there, and it'll eventually chew its way out and fly off. And that wasp will find another place to live out its life and lay an egg. Great. So if you're interested in joining the Nature Notebook Club, you can check out that link below at christineelder.com/membership. My monthly membership is all about nature sketching and journaling and watercoloring in the field. And next month, we're celebrating World Watercolor Month with a lot of fun challenges. And we're also having a masterclass on succulent plants. So check out that link to learn more, and hope you enjoyed this quick 10 minutes of sketching this fun little oak leaf with a gall wasp gall on it. So hi, David from South Carolina. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.